Hello everyone, welcome to Kelsey's Kitchen. My name's Kelsey, I'm going to be your guys' host tonight. Tonight we're going to be making homemade bruschetta, so I hope you guys brought an appetite. For your supplies, you're going to need a cooking sheet, Pam or butter, whichever you prefer, a French baguette, spinach, tomatoes, mozzarella cheese, balsamic vinaigrette, and a cutting board. So let's get started. Alright, the first thing that we're going to be doing tonight is cutting our baguette into pieces. So go ahead and open it up and we'll get started. Alright, so when you guys are cutting your bread, I want to make sure that you guys use a knife that has a rigid edge. It just makes it a little bit easier to cut the bread. And each piece is going to be about about a centimeter long. So they should be about this thick. Okay? Once you've cut all your bread, we're going to go and take our cookie sheet and just spray it with your Pam, or you can wipe the butter on the sheet. Next, we're going to take margarine, and we're going to use the margarine because it's healthier for you since it uses vegetable oil. And we're just going to take a little bit and spread it on one side of the bread, and then go ahead and set the non-buttered side on the pan. While you're doing this, make sure that your oven is preheated to 350 degrees. Once all your bread is buttered, we're going to go ahead and cut up the tomatoes and the spinach. Now the way that we're going to do it is just cut off the end and then a big slice like so. The reason we do this is we want them to be in like little square shapes, and it's easier to do it this way so that the inside of the tomato doesn't get everywhere. So then just cut it into thirds and then turn it around and cut it into thirds again. And you see how each piece is like a little block? Once you guys have chopped up all your tomatoes, we're going to start with the spinach. In order to do the spinach, just kind of bundle it all up and just cut slices. And we're just going to chop it up like lettuce and try to make them as small as little pieces as you can. For our next step, we're going to take the mozzarella cheese and just sprinkle it over the tops, like so. Once you've put the cheese on the top, take the tomatoes, and we're going to do the same thing and put those over the top. And then we're going to do the same thing with the spinach. And you're going to do this to each piece. Once you've finished putting all of the toppings on the bruschetta, we're going to take the balsamic vinaigrette and just put some on a spoon. It doesn't really matter how much, just put a little bit on there, about a spoonful. And then drizzle it over the top. And then we're going to do this for each one. Last but not least, just go ahead and throw them in the oven. We're going to check back up on them in about 15 minutes. Now we're ready to pull them out of the oven, and once you put them onto a plate, they'll look like this. Thank you everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye!